Hello. Today I am auditing a local tree service business here in Knoxville called Monster Tree Service of Knoxville. Uh, Let us see how their online presence is stacking up and where they are leaving money on the table. Uh, I do go a bit in depth in these audits, and if you are the owner of Monster Tree Service of Knoxville, just following some of the pointers I make today will get you in the right direction and ranking higher on Google. And it is important to rank higher on Google because the top three search results gets more than half of everybody looking for your service. So it is what I do, and it is quite important for local businesses to try ranking up top. Now, the first thing I like to do is actually search their business name on Google. This is to see if they are competing with any other businesses that have similar names, which does not seem to be the case for them. So I'm going to move on. Uh, Other thing I like to do is actually search tree service Knoxville, Tennessee, their main keyword with their location, and see how they are ranking up. So this is what I mean, top three. They get all the clicks. But let's see where Monster Tree Service of Knoxville is. Okay, so first page they pop up. That's good. They are ranked, excluding the sponsored, because that's paid. We're looking at organic here. One, two, three, four. So 12 of them, my location. If I'm doing an extensive audit, this isn't the most accurate way, but if I'm doing an actual audit, I would be doing a grid search that would actually tell you where you're ranking on a specific area. So this entire area, you might be fifth tier, first tier, second tier. But if you're 12th overall, that means you're landing on the first page, but there is room to grow. Just a bit of optimization will get you, to the front page. At least top 10 would be easy to break in at this point, and obviously we want to get to top three. So let's have a closer look at their GBP, starting with their reviews. When I'm looking at reviews, I am looking for velocity more so than total volume. Obviously, they have quite a bit of reviews. 523 is very good, and it does seem like they're getting consistent new reviews in too. For service-based businesses like this, while it's not gospel, I always recommend trying to get at least 2 or 3 reviews coming in. It increases the activity and uh, helps with your ranking, obviously, and increases your trustworthiness of the profile in the eyes of Google. So they're doing a great job with their reviews. Let's have a look at their photos. When it comes to photos, I'm looking at how many photos they have. It increases engagements for users actually looking at their business profile. It also increases your activity, which in turn increases your trustworthiness. And for Google algorithms, you want different types of photos, as well as geotagging them. And while geotagging them is debated, I still say put the extra effort in and geotag them. And does not seem to be a problem with their photos either. Uh, Let me go to Google Maps and do a bit more in-depth dive. Starting with it's my GMB road. They got one category. Good. When it comes to categories, I recommend having max 3 always. Just your one main key service as your category. You do not want more. Now, you would see, and I did see a few businesses having success with it a whole bunch, but that's a rare case where they optimized a lot of other things well that the category it overrid the category. But end of the day, just having one is good, and Monster Tree Service is doing that. So that's another good thing they are doing. Let's have a look at their. I want to see. This is always a bit hard to find. If they have their services listed up here. which basically with services you get 99. uh, Google lets you upload, and I recommend filling up as much as you can, at least 30, with the top 20 having descriptions to really capture the broad spectrum of search queries. So if they don't have that set up, that is one thing, an easy win to do. And overall, when it comes to actual, GBP profiles, I recommend answering, as much of the questions Google asks you as humanly possible. It, just completes your profile, and it gives the Google algorithm more information to work with. So, and out of those, most important would be the booking link, which they seem to have. Let's follow this through, and the landing page is their contact us page, and they also got a lead capture automated chat system here that is very good too. Now, while I am in their website, let's have a closer look, starting from the title tag. Arborist in Knoxville. Interesting. So I wonder if they are also trying to compete for the keyword arborist. But here, basically, I am looking for the main keyword, business name, location, and also secondary services as well, secondary and third services as well, which seems to be the case here. That is okay. H1 tag, expert tree service, monster tree service of Knoxville. In the H1, I am also looking for their keyword plus city, which they have their main keyword, but their city seems to be in H2 or H3 tag. Obviously, the website was done professionally. They have, cities we serve, and they also got the Google Maps embedded in like this, which does help Google link your website and your Google business profile together. Also helps with your rankings. And let me have a look at their NAP. So 209 Hayfield Road. So what a NAP is your name, address, and phone number. And you want that information to be consistent across all of your social media, website, your business profile, anything online. You want it to be consistent, and that goes with the spelling as well. So if you have Hayfield Road as RD here on the website, I'd like to see RD as well instead of road spelled out completely like this. This can confuse Google, and just it's a low-hanging fruit to change this to RD. And make sure if you on all your Facebook, Instagram, and I believe that's Yelp, yes, to do the same thing. Make sure the information is the same. I'm gonna go have a look to see how many pages they have indexed. By doing that, they got plenty. Yes, so indexed, when I explain it to business owners, it's basically, think of it as content opportunities. Right now, if somebody's if somebody is searching, monster tree service in North Pittsburgh, for example, because this link is here, they have a page dedicated to try to compete and capture that search query. And here, if you're a small local business, I recommend having at least 50, no, at least 30 index pages, yes. A lot of them being either the types of services you provide or the areas you provide for. So you see here, I think this is a big franchise, but they got Athens, Troy, North Pittsburgh, and different types of services as well. So moving on, I'm gonna check for their page speed. Here, what I'm looking for is at least a score of 70 plus on both mobile and desktop, which it's all in green. So yes, it's probably above 70. So not too worried about them. Especially, I'm not too worried about the desktop because a lot of searches happen in mobile, and I stand corrected. Their performance is very slow, so that's another thing to go have a look into their computer language. I'm not gonna nerd out too much, but their backend code, and see how they can increase the performance and speed of their website, especially for mobile. And they most likely already have the HTTPS, so they are SSL certified. I am also going to check if they have a schema markup. What a local schema is necessary information about your business packaged in a way that Google likes to read, and it just makes your data online a lot cleaner and easier for Google to work with, which they have it interestingly here, whoever did the backend code for this. But I would build out a local schema. That is just one. Combine all this together, although that is fine. My approach would be a little different. Now, citations. Another thing that influences your ranking on Google is how many high authority directories mentions your business information. So I'm talking, are you on Yelp, Apple Maps, Bing Places, Facebook, Instagram? You can even be on Toyota, Ford, Honda, all these automotive companies. Basically, if you are mentioned in a lot of these high authority directories, then Google finds that as a high trust signal, and it builds confidence that your listing is legitimate. And the more consistent, high quality citations you have, the stronger that trust signal becomes. So what I'm going to do here is just, because I use another tool to do a more in-depth audit, but it seems here they are on all the basic links and more, because there's a specific local citation here. Very good, West Knox Chamber of Commerce. But yeah, overall they're doing a great job. So if you are the business owner for the Knoxville franchise of Monster Tree Service, and you want to take your SEO game a little seriously, I am more than willing to help out and see how we can work together. So best of luck, and you can go to tayresults.com and reach out to me that way directly. Leave me a text if I don't answer my call. I'm not always on my phone. So again, best of luck and wish you the best.